All praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wa Rakakwadash. Peace, blessings, much respect to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, on down to the rest of the elders who rule well within Israel. Salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth, no matter where, whom they may be or what they may look like, pushing out this purified truth. To the rest of the church who believe as well, you men who may not be teachers or prophets, you women's sons and daughters also. And the water to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross for the nation of Israel and the nation of Israel alone, none of this would even be possible whatsoever. Do not be deceived into thinking that what we're doing is for nothing, like you're wasting your time. You know, the further we go within this ministry, the longer it is when you're looking back and now you're thinking, dang, did I waste my time? You know, is this really what I should have been doing? We have to be totally immersed in this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and fully be assured within ourselves that this is the truth. Why? Because it is. When you watch these podcasts, you know, they'll tell you how to be a better man, how to be a greater version of yourself. And they're not speaking of being a man of the Lord. And if you're not careful, you know, you'll listen to all these things and you may get bribed into thinking that what you're involved in isn't what you should be focused on. So this is the book of Malachi, chapter 3 and verse 14. Ye have said it is vain to serve the power. And what profit is it that we have kept his ordinance, and that we have walked mournfully before the Lord of hosts? So a lot of people have the mentality of trying to better themselves in this world. Who has the time to really, you know, think about the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai? Who really has the time to be trying to, you know, go out and teach, do videos throughout the week when I can be chasing my career? I can be making a better version of myself carnally so I can have millions and millions of dollars set up for my family. A lot of people aren't even considering this economy is going to collapse. A lot of people aren't even considering we're in World War III. We're in the end right now. Hell, you saw just recently how there was a mass shooting in Maine. Just more issues to add to these Babylonians. But for us, that's just more proof that we're at the end of our captivity. How can we be doing something that's so vain, something that really has no profit, when everything that we're talking about is actually happening right before us? It's happening. Things are happening quickly, very quickly. So we cannot fall into the trap and thinking that we're wasting our time. All right. Let's go to the Apocrypha. And this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 11 and verse 22. The blessing of the Lord is in the reward of the godly, and suddenly he maketh his blessing flourish. Say not, what profit is there for my service, and what good thing shall I have hereafter? So we can't fall into the mentality of what we're doing is a waste of time, or letting the opinion of others, you know, affect our judgment. Because many will say, well, what profit is it to serve the Lord? Why are you doing that? I don't got time for that. You'll see all these wicked, evil men, you know, they'll be with some of the most beautiful women. Yeah, they're whores. They're all used up, but they'll be with some of the most beautiful women, right? They'll be living a certain lifestyle, and they're not even serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So if you're not careful, and if you're thinking carnally, you'll feel like, well, shoot, I ain't trying to be waiting. I feel like I deserve that too. Why should I have to wait? Seeing that this guy, he wicked as hell, he ain't right, and he's living a life that I would like to live. What we have to understand is the Lord is going to, you know, put us up there at the top. He's going to do it suddenly on his time. Yeah, we have to wait. But just because we have to wait does not mean it's not happening. Okay? Let's read this again in Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 11 and verse 22. The blessing of the Lord is in the reward of the godly, and suddenly he maketh his blessing flourish. Say not, what profit is there for my service, and what good things shall I have hereafter? So don't think like that, because the mentality of a non-believer would think, hey, serving the Lord is vain. There is no profit. All I'm doing is I'm catching hell. I'm watching all my enemies get the best of the women. I'm watching all my enemies travel. I'm watching all my enemies do this and do that. And when I say enemies, those who are not serving the Lord, right? You'll see all these people, who come off to be living these good lives. And then it will seem like there's no reward in what we're doing. But that's not true. There is a reward for the righteous. This is Psalms chapter 59 and verse 10. The power of my mercy shall prevent me. The power shall let me see my desire upon my enemies. Slay them not, lest my people forget. Scatter them by the power and bring them down, O Lord, our shield. So there is a reward for being in this ministry. Those who we see up, those who we see doing good, the time will come where the Lord is going to bring them down. Okay, he's going to bring down these Edomites. He's going to bring down these heathens outside of Esau. He's going to bring down our people who live like heathens. Because right now, the Lord's people, those who are doing his will, it doesn't seem like we're necessarily reaping the benefit, or we're reaping the reward that we feel like we may want. But that's how Satan tries to play on us. You can't get consumed in those thoughts, because believe it or not, we are actually not only going to receive our reward very soon, it's going to happen suddenly, right before our eyes. And those who seem to have it now, those who claim to be the what do they call that? I can't think of the word right now. But, long story short, the men of the Lord, we are the top guys. If we be of the elect, and Lord willing, we be of the elect, there is a reward for what we're doing. There is a reward for our labor. And we're not doing this in vain. It's not for no reason. Okay, and we will see the downfall of those who seem to have it now. They won't have it that much longer. And we have to consider and ponder and be persuaded in our own mind that we ain't wasting our time. Romans chapter 14 and 5. One man esteemeth one day above another. Another esteemeth every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. So we have to be fully persuaded in our own mind, because this world is set up to distract us, have us, broken in spirit, to have us bribed into thinking doing the wrong thing is the right thing, and doing the right thing is the wrong thing. Esau has set it up to where if you do what's right, they'll try to make it hard for you. Doing what's right is like working out without steroids. Okay? Being a wicked demon in this world is like working out with steroids. You seem to get ahead quicker, but the results are not going to last. We're involved with something where when the results come in, when the reward starts to show, it's going to be everlasting. And we have to be persuaded in knowing these things. One man esteemeth one day above another, another esteemeth every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. And we have to be persuaded that what we're involved in is not for nothing. It's not in vain, regardless of what others may feel, and regardless of those demons that may jump in your mind and try to bribe you and have you feeling like what you're doing is in vain. What you're doing isn't important. What you're doing isn't moving nothing. Okay? The Lord is going to reward the righteous, man. Okay? So I'm going to go on ahead and close it and give all thanks and praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Warakakwadah. Shalom.